Hi,
My name is.
everyone. Welcome to the Roxbury International Film Festival. It is day 2. Happy Juneteenth Day. Happy opening for President Obama's library. We have a lot of events that'll be happening today at Hibernian Hall and at Mass College of Art in person. And all through the festival, there's all kinds of events. There's an actor workshop, which is free, on Sunday morning from 10 to 12 at Hibernian Hall. And we are also having a bunch of events at the library in Nubian Square. I believe it's called the Shaw Library. Went from Dudley to Nubian to Shaw Library, but there are a lot of activities there. So please come along and join, see the shows. And today it's our second day of the daily reads, and we are listening to Artifice. And with that, I will let the writer introduce himself.
Yes. Hello all. My name is Barry. I'm the writer of the short script called Artifice, and just a brief synopsis and loglines about an immigrant Uber driver who's facing deportation back to his country of origin because he can't afford to pay a lawyer, and he finds a drastic solution to his problem when he picks up an art dealer from the airport. Again, I'm the writer, and I'm looking forward to this reading.
Thank you. And my name is Andrea Lyman, and I will be playing the role of Noah.
My name is Jacobite McFee, and I will be playing 3 characters, a reporter, the lawyer, and Rob, the art dealer.
Good afternoon. My name is Janine Robinson, and I'll be the narrator for Artifice. And I'll also be playing the role of the mother.
Hello, my name is Chris James, and I'll be playing the role of leader.
Hello, I'm Emanuel Gomes. I'll be playing Aku, Malik, and Little Brother.
Hi, my name is JD Davis. I'll be playing Sean and Pedestrian.
Hi, my name is Joshua Olumide. I'll be playing the role of Booba.
Interior, exterior. Project building, night. The camera enters the apartment of a project building through the window. Inside the apartment, we see it's crowded with immigrants of different backgrounds. The camera makes its way to the bathroom. We see our main character, Boba, standing in front of the mirror shaving. Boba, Senegalese, 30s, while shaving.
He sells seashells by the seashore. Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
After he's done shaving, he makes his way to the living room and sits down on the couch. The news catches his attention. He turns the volume up. The camera slowly pans away from him to the TV screen. We see 2 news reporters discussing immigration.
Last year, there was a record number of 2.5 million illegal immigrants crossing the border. During his campaign, the president promised a radical shift in immigration policy if elected. And now that he is elected, he's doing just that. Congress just passed an immigration bill, and it's not looking good for the immigrants.
Boba's phone rings. The camera pans from the TV to Boba as he answers the phone. The phone call is from his mom back home in Senegal. They will speak Fulani in their native tongue. Hello.
Hello. Were you guys able to move?
Yes, we did 2 days ago.
I've been trying to call you. I couldn't reach you.
I know. We moved to the rural side. There's no electricity here.
Are you with brother?
Yes. The older brother wants to talk to you. She passes the phone to little brother.
Hello.
Mom said you're the reason we have been moving around a lot. It because of what you did, you were here?
It will be over soon.
When are you going to know if you're going to become a citizen?
On Friday.
And then you're going to bring us to America?
Yes, that's the plan.
Okay.
We hear one gunshot. We hear one gunshot in the background.
Hello? Hello?
Over the phone, Bobby hears a pickup truck approaching fast. One gunshot turns into multiple gunshots. It sounds like someone is shooting multiple rounds of an AK-47 in the air. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, the soldiers have found us again. Come here, get in the ceiling, get in the ceiling now. We hear footsteps, doors opening, people moving, sounds of a ceiling opening up.
Hello? Mom? Hello?
Phone hangs up. Boba looks distraught. The camera pans from Boba to the TV screen. The reporters continue to discuss immigration.
What's in this new bill? Good question. There's a lot to unpack under this new bill. For starters, all cases are handled by the courts now instead of the USCIS. It used to take years for an immigrant to appear in front of a judge and for the judge to decide their fate. This new bill allows for them to appear in front of a judge no more than 2 years after their entry if they are let into the U.S. from the detention center. And two, and here's where it gets interesting. Under this bill, if an asylum seeker is denied citizenship by a judge, he is immediately taken from the court to the airport to be deported to his country of origin. The removal process is immediate, and there are no second chances to appeal the court's decision.
We see footage of immigrants being taken from the court straight to the airport to be deported as the news reporters are talking.
What are some of the things that migrants are doing to bypass these laws? Well, if there's one thing we know about immigrants, it's that they are determined and they'll find whatever way they can to come in and stay in the United States, whether legally or illegally. They've been digging tunnels under the border of Arizona and Texas. Officials just recently discovered multiple tunnels that go well into the city of...
Camera pans from the TV to Boba. The volume on the TV is slowly fading away. We hear Boba's phone ring again. It's a phone call from Sean. He answers it. Sean, male, late 20s.
Hello?
Hello? I just got back. Can you meet me downstairs?
Okay.
Boba turns off the TV and makes his way downstairs. Exterior, project house, evening. Underneath a streetlight pole, we see three friends, Malik, Noah, and Sean. They're standing in a circle smoking and drinking while recounting the events of an incident they were involved in. We can hear their conversation from afar as Boba approaches them.
We caught him lacking on the block.
Then what happened?
What do you think happened? Sean and I ran up on him and he ran his shit down. I lifted my shirt, showed him the gun. He was so scared you could see his legs shaking in his J's. And mind you, I ain't even pulled the gun off my waist yet.
He might have shit himself. No cap.
We hear all three friends hysterically laugh again. As they're laughing, Boba approaches their circle. The conversation changes.
Hey, yo, Africa. Where you been at?
I've been here.
How come we ain't seen you? We haven't seen you.
You just don't want to see me.
Noah passes a joint to Boba.
No, I am good.
Africa is mad serious for no reason.
All three friends laugh.
Here, take a hit. It'll help you relax. Laugh a little. Lighten up.
Boba ignores Noah and takes a $100 bill out of his jacket and hands it to Sean.
Come on, man. You know it's $150 to borrow my car for the night.
Please, look out for me a little bit.
I am looking out for you. You use my Uber account, you drive my car, and you make like $300 a night. I am saying break me half of it. Pay me what's fair.
Boba takes out an extra 50 and hands it to him.
You know the rules. No scratches, no dents, no nothing. Bring it back as you got it.
Boba takes the keys from Sean. He heads over to the car, which is parked across the street from where they're all standing. Interior, exterior, car. Boba gets in the car, hooks his phone on the phone mount, and opens the map app on his phone. He types in an address and drives there. While he's driving, Boba receives a call from his lawyer. Lawyer, male, early 50s.
Hello?
Hello. The court said they couldn't find a Fulani interpreter from Senegal. French is okay, right?
Yes, French is okay.
So how do you plan on paying me the rest of the money? Cash or deposit?
Same way I paid you the last time.
So cash. Do you know what day it is?
It's Wednesday.
That's right. It's Wednesday. Do I need to remind you that your hearing is on Friday?
No. What are the chances for deportation on Friday?
Political refugee asylum case is a tough one to win these days. Let me worry about that. When are you going to pay me the rest of my money?
I am going to get your money right away. I will have your money in the next 30 minutes and I will drop off to you.
If you do not pay me, I will not represent you, and you will be deported on Friday. Do you understand?
I understand. I will drop your money off soon.
Okay, great. I'm still at the office. I'll be waiting for it.
Hangs up the phone. Boba arrives at the address. We see it's a community center. He gets out of the car and goes into the community center. Interior, community center. Inside the community center, we see a group of 5 males sitting in a circle. We see the leader of the group standing as soon as Boba walks in. Leader, 50s.
We are waiting on you to get started.
Boba approaches the circle and sits in an empty chair.
Where is the money?
Boba, something came up.
What do you mean? Something came up. It's my turn on the money.
We know it's your turn, but Aku has an emergency.
Points to Aku.
We think we should give it to him.
I have an emergency too. I need to pay my lawyer. Like right now.
Aku's mother is ill. He's been drowning in medical bills.
For the last year, I have been putting money into that pot.
Points at the pot in the center circle.
It's my turn on the money. I needed to pay my lawyer.
Interrupt.
It will be your turn next time. Aku's situation is a matter of life and death.
Boba reaches for the pot, opens it, and see that there is no money in it.
I'm sorry, Boba. We already voted.
Looks around in disbelief. As Boba walks away, we see his back from the circle's point of view. From afar, we see Aku standing next to the leader. Interior, exterior, car. Boba is back in the car. He looks like he's having a panic attack.
Fuck!
Hits his hand on the steering wheel. After letting out his frustration, he looks on his phone and puts it on the mount. Opens the Uber app and starts driving. He gets a request to pick up a passenger from the airport. He drives there. Exterior, airport. From a distance, we see Boba is parked in an airport parking lot. He's picking up Rob. Rob, white male, late 50s. Boba gets out of the car and helps Rob with his luggage. He puts the luggage in the trunk. Rob sits in the back seat. Boba re-enters the car and they drive off. Interior, exterior, car. Through the rear view mirror, we see Rob is occupied on his phone. The camera switches focus from Rob to Boba. We see Boba is visibly sad. A few minutes into the car ride, Rob's phone rings. He answers the phone. Throughout the car ride, Rob will speak in French when he's on the phone. Boba understands French because she's from a French colony. Rob speaking in French.
Hello? Hello? Yes? Oui? Yes, I brought them back. I have them with me. I think we can start at $50,000, like the last time.
Through the rearview mirror, we see Boba is paying full attention to Rob's answers.
Yes? We? You think we can go for $80,000 this time around? Ooh, all right. Let's go for 80,000 then. I'll talk to you tonight. Bye-bye. A biento.
Hangs up. A few minutes after Rob hangs up on the phone, Boba breaks the silence in the car.
The weather is nice today. It's been raining these past couple of days.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I just got back.
Where are you coming from?
Senegal.
Where's that?
West Africa.
Vacation or work?
Work.
What do you do?
I'm an archaeologist.
What is that?
I study human history and prehistory through the excavation of artifacts.
So you go to different places and collect artifacts.
Yeah. I don't want to bore you with the details.
Oh, please do. I do not pick up interesting people often.
Is that Cold Little Heart playing?
Yes. Do you know this song?
Yes. Turn the volume up. I like this song.
Boba turns the volume up.
Did you ever notice I've been ashamed? All my life I've been playing games. We can try to hide it. It's all the same. I've been losing you one day at a time.
Bleeding, I'm bleeding. My cold little heart. Oh, I can't stand myself.
You've got a nice voice.
Huh?
Boba slams the
What?
brake. He almost hit a pedestrian.
Watch where you're going.
After that incident, they drive in silence for a while. Rob's phone rings and interrupts the silence. He answers.
Hello? Oh, good. No. It shouldn't. They are not the crowd for this auction. Did you tell them it was a special invite only? Hey, I can't change the guest list for this auction. Tell them we send invites based on curated auctions. If they don't receive an invite for this auction, they will receive it for the next auction. Okay, bye-bye.
After Rob's phone call, Rob and Boba drive in silence for a couple of minutes. Boba gets a call from Sean. Boba turns to Rob.
Do you care if I answer this?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Exterior, project housing, evening. Noah.
Sean, Noah, and Malik are still standing underneath a street light pole where we left them earlier in the night. Sean puts the phone to his ear.
Hello, Africa.
Interior, exterior car. Boba is driving Rob. He puts the phone to his ear. We hear their conversation, but Rob doesn't.
Yes.
Split screen conversation.
I need to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Malik forgot his gun in the glove compartment. Bring the car back ASAP. We're still where you left us.
Yes.
All right. We're waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Boba drives in silence for a while. We can see on his face that he is contemplating things and he must make a decision. Booba drives in silence the rest of the car ride until they get to Rob's house. Exterior night, Rob house. Booba pulls up to Rob's driveway. Rob lives in what appears to be a mansion. The driveway is empty. Booba pulls into the driveway. Rob gets out of the car and gets his luggage from Booba's trunk. He takes the luggage to his front doorstep and starts to open the door to enter the house. Booba looks at Rob. He looks in the glove compartment. He must act now. He decides to go back out of the driveway and drive off. We see him drive to a convenience store. He buys a ski mask and glove. He gets back in the car and deletes his Uber profile and the app. He drives back to Rob's mansion and parks across the street from the mansion. In the car, we see Booba is shaking as he puts on his ski mask and grabs Malik's gun from the glove compartment. He gets out of the car and walks confidently to Rob's front door. Booba knocks on Rob's door. Rob opens at gunpoint.
Give me your luggage.
Don't shoot me, please.
Give me your fucking luggage.
From inside Rob's house, we hear a voice. The voice is from the leader. It's the leader from the immigrant money pooling group we saw earlier.
Come all in, Booba Nagin.
Booba is shocked to hear his full name called by his native tongue from inside Rob's house. Skeptically, he walks into the house, still holding Rob at gunpoint. Booba is shocked.
Put the gun down, Booba.
What is going on?
Booba points the gun at the leader and then back at Rob. Booba continues to hold Rob at gunpoint.
What are you saying? I can't hear you. You're saying I've been chosen? Chosen for what?
Points the gun at the leader.
Oh my God.
To be the subject of a performance show. Once every few years in my ballroom, there is an African-themed performance, and tonight, you are the chosen performer.
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
You see that man right there? Yeah? Well, you know who he is. I don't have to introduce you guys to each other. He brought you to me. This whole thing was planned. Think about it.
Give me the Artifice, or we blow both of your heads off. I heard you talking on your phone. I know what the artifacts are worth that you have. I know they're worth money. Give it now.
You are going to turn these artifacts into money? Please. How will you do that?
Fucking Artifice, or we shoot both of you.
Yeah. You're going to shoot your fellow countrymen and me right here? Well, you're not thinking straight.
Yes, I am.
Trust me, you're not. Look out the window. Go ahead.
Booba looks out the window and he sees older-looking people, all dressed in tuxedos, walking up the driveway. He also sees a security guard who's helping usher them into the annex.
You see those people? They are all headed into that annex right there.
Points out of the window of his living room.
You see that annex? There's a ballroom in there. And in that ballroom, an auction will happen tonight. An auction for these artifacts. Those people you see going in there, they are very important people who paid a lot of money to be in that room. And they will pay a lot more money for these artifacts as a way to help sell the artifacts and also satisfy their love for art. I promised them there would be a performance by a Senegalese man who has a personal connection to the artifacts. They are waiting for us to go through that door. They are waiting for me to go in and present these artifacts and their performer. You. Are you really going to pull that trigger and scare all these people?
Boba tries to leave the house.
Where do you think you're going? There are CCTVs all over this house. I have footage of you holding me at gunpoint. If you don't do the performance, I will call the cops and hand them the footage. And we all know what happens then if we do that. They will give you life in prison, or even worse, deport you. You have no choice but to do this. Put the gun down.
Why me?
Oh, nothing personal. I need a Senegalese immigrant to run this show.
Boba puts down the gun on the table in the living room, and he walks over to the leader. The conversation between Boba and the leader will happen in the native tongue, which is Fulani.
You sold me.
You sold yourself. No one forced you to come here to his house and try to take from him.
Aku didn't need the money, did he?
Flashback to Interior Community Center. As Boba walks away, we see his back from the circle's point of view. From Boba's back point of view, we see Aku standing next to the leader and whispering something in his ear.
When he leaves, we can share his money.
Back to the present.
Africans that went missing over the years. You sent them here, right? How much does he pay you for this? How long are you going to serve him for?
They stare into each other's eyes momentarily before the leader walks away and leaves the house. Boba walks to the window again. From his point of view, we see wealthy people dressed in tux and ball gowns walking up the driveway. The end.
Welcome back, all the actors and our writer.
My script actually went blank. It wasn't me.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks a lot for sharing this script with us, Barry. So, tell us about this script. Tell us how you came up with the idea and the characters.
Yeah.
It's some story.
Yeah. Well, first I want to say thanks to all like the performers that read today. I really enjoyed watching it. I think for me it was the first time like seeing it read in this kind of roundtable read with like actors putting life into words. But to answer your question, Andrea, this is a script I've been working on for a long time now. And basically the idea of it came from like my own experience a bit. I was helping some folks with the apply for asylum. And so that gave me a glimpse into like the immigration system and folks applying for asylum and what that looks like. And also drawing from my own experience a bit. And so that's how it came about. And I just didn't want to write like, and I wanted to write a story about immigration that had like enough substance to it, or like enough story, enough drama into it, in effect.
Mm-hmm. Well, I found it very intriguing, and I like all the twists and turns. You couldn't tell where it was going to go, and it looked like it's going to be a murder mystery in a minute, and then it wasn't. So yeah, were there any surprises for you when you heard it? Like, oh, never thought of that character that way, or man, that's just exactly the way I pictured it.
Yeah, there's a couple things that came to mind just now in the last 30 minutes. One was when I was writing the Booba character, I knew like code switching and language switching was going to be a part of it. So kind of seeing how Joshua played it was one of those things that kind of mirrored my thinking when I was writing it. But also there's some parts of it that I might need to like trim down the fat a bit, especially given that I'm going to shoot this in November. So I was also using this as a workshop and trying to figure out like which part of it I can trim down a bit and which parts I can add to. I think in the earlier scene with the news reporter, even though that's like really good context and painting the world that they're in, I think in that case, I can get the point across with like a few lines.
Mm-hmm. So you're shooting in November, so you already have a production and a crew and all of that, or is it?
I have some crew in it, and I have some actors that I've been working on, but you know, it's like small budget kind of thing, so I'm just figuring it out as I go kind of thing. But I'm still assembling it as I go, so I'm giving myself enough ample time from now to November to kind of bring all those pieces together. But with the cinematographer that I'm working with, we are aiming to shoot in November.
And putting on my union hat, you can do it under a union contract. We have all kinds of contracts, like if it's we have a micro budget agreement that that's what this reading is under, the micro budget agreement, and that one doesn't have particular money attached to it, but everyone doesn't have to be union, but union actors can do it, and then they're under a union contract. So think about that when you're shooting, and if you do it under a union contract, then the union will also advertise for you when you're casting, or if you want other roles, you get all of the union members.
Nice. Yeah, I'd be happy to actually talk to you more about it offline.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I just wanted to put that out there because it is a thing that's available and it's easy to use. So we have that. So in listening to it, were there other things that made you say, huh, that sounds different when somebody's saying it compared to when I'm writing it? Do you usually use this where you have actors read while you're working on things?
I usually try to like have like finished product that folks can read and then take it from there. But also, I'm also really curious to open it maybe to the panelists.
Yes.
To folks
I was going to do that, but I'm going to start with you.
Oh, yeah. But to answer your question, I think like there's always going to be gaps between like what you envision and then what the actual material is, or like the delivery of it. And for me, like I'm trying to close as much as that gap before like actually shooting it. And so today I'm really looking forward to like hearing from other folks about parts of the story that they felt like worked or kind of needed more context on. But for the most part, like
regularly use actors as their work in progress, and some like to wait till they're finished and then have actors. So just curious. And let's hear from the actors. What do you think?
Go ahead.
No. I was going to say, Josh, you nailed it. I love the way you transitioned. I love the way you what was it? I guess I was somewhere in graduate school where somebody said, "Hey, you guys have two different languages." So I says, "What do you mean?" He says, "The one you use around family and folk, and the one you use around white folk." But you did a great job of that, of transitioning between those two forms of speech. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and as Barry pointed out too, for sure, the code switching aspect is something that a lot of African immigrants are familiar with. Something that I've seen in my own household, and to choosing where to do the code switching was specific. And the script kind of really pointed it out very easily. But then to switch back was trying to find a good seamless transition, and that was try to really make that look the best that it could be. to adhere to the story as possible. So yeah, I mean, the script itself was fun. You know, I learned some new things in reading the script, and yeah, it feels like it comes from an authentic place there. So thank you.
Great. Emanuel?
Yeah, I like the way that this script also takes you from Africa, well, his life in Boston or wherever it is, and then also to what's going on in Africa, then to what's going on in the streets of Boston, and then to his own life and how he incorporates everything together and how he has to like manage everything he has to go through, not only with his friends in the street, but like people he interacts every day and picks up in doing the Uber, and then to his parents and what they, or his siblings and what they're going on in Senegal with the war still going on. That was great way to incorporate everything together. I really like that.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any comments? Jacob?
Hi. I love the script. And by the way, the acting, everyone was amazing. Joshua, you're incredible. Everyone's great. Everyone's terrific. I really like the script because I think that Rob has, like, his character, he like, I think for a lot of people in that kind of sort of educated elite world, many immigrants are essentially invisible, that they're just kind of in the background. But Rob engages, and he's friendly, and he's, and he, like, even when Boba has a gun on him, he's still like kind of like, come on, put the gun down. It's very much, he feels his power. I mean, his business is digging up, the heritage of Senegal. He feels his power, and it's a great way of being both friendly and engaging, but also the character, the way it's written, is friendly and engaging, but also in control the whole time, if that makes sense. It's that, oh yes, I see you, my friend. That kind of slight, that, and I really like that, and I love the way that Joshua, like, kind of was sort of like, wow, that this is that reaction in the cab, and so that was really excellent.
Yeah, and also I should mention that Jacob and I have been working for a long time now, so he's kind of like seen how that character, the Rob character, has developed from like the first few drafts until now. But I do agree with you. I think like one of the things about the Rob character is adding like a little bit of dynamism, or like dynamics to him, and not just like have him just be a straight villain, even though he's like one of the antagonists in the play. Like, he's an archaeologist,
yeah,
but he's also like an art dealer, and he is in control for, or like he knows what's happening even when the audience doesn't know what's happening. So I think for me it was like hiding that all the way up until the end and not like showing it. But I guess is it okay if I ask you guys a few questions just to kind of?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Okay. And
Okay.
Chris has his hand up to say something.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
Chris, you
And
want to
then
say
you can
something?
ask a question.
No, I was just going to agree with Barry that the Rob character, Jacob nailed him. And you recognize him later on as the villain, but you had already more or less decided that, well, okay, he may be a villain, but he seems to be awful caring, seems to be awful connected, seems to be awful, human. And then as we get down towards the actual close, I didn't even realize leader's role position in that, and his attitude towards Rob, But I think that was all the handling of Rob the character. He was the villain, yeah, but he had a whole lot more going to him that was more human, and you didn't want to think of him as a villain until you get to about page 16, 17, 18. And, oh my God, really? So yeah.
Yeah.
Sure that
Thanks. I'm glad to see that that translated in a way. And also in that vein, that was going to be like one of my first few questions to like the folks who read it, and also so like the listeners, if there's some outside of this panelist, like did folks feel like the relationship between the leader and Rob translated um, in a substantial way, or in a way that like you as the reader or as the viewer can be like, okay, I see this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do we have any questions from the audience? Sometimes it's like in a way that we can't get them. Lisa or Allison, do you see any questions or? Nope. Guess not right now. Just seeing if.
Yes, Andrea, one of the attendees has a question.
Yay.
They can come off mute and ask the question, I think.
Let's see. Oh, so Nancy Griffin. Let me unmute her.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi. Thank you for this. It was very engaging. And I wanted to, there was one thing I was curious about. How did it work for the Uber, the connection with the Uber to get Joshua and Rob connected? I'm curious how that was one thing I was wondering. How did that happen?
Yes, that's a great question, Nancy. I think like the question that you're asking is like, how did he ended up picking up Rob, right? Like, how did the car end up picking up Rob at the airport?
Yes.
Like, how did that happen? Is that pure coincidence, or is it part of Rob's master plan? Is that the question you're asking?
Well, I'm guessing it's part of a plan, but I just didn't know like that was the one thing.
Yes.
I was like what's the like if I'm watching a movie and something like that happens, I'm like, but how did that happen? Like that's the one thing that I feel like I'm not sure. So I'm curious what you're thinking.
Yes, yes. This is a question I should say that like, yes, it's really valid. But to give a long-winded answer, there is a feature version of this, like a really long version, about 80, 90 pages. And in that version, that part is a bit flushed out. Like what we read today is like the 17-page of it.
Yeah.
Like so the shorter version. So the way that like he actually ends up picking up Rob at the airport is that you know how you can pre-order well there's two ways. Yeah, you know like how you can pre-order Uber rides. So like that's like one of the ways. And also so that's explained in the longer version. And in this shorter version, in my second or third draft and the re-edit of it, when like to make that make sense, when the wealthy folks are walking up the driveway into the ballroom to see the performance, there's like two folks having a conversation, and one of them is asking the other, oh, what do you do? And the other person is responding, I code for Uber. Like I'm a coder for Uber. So that also explains that.
Oh, wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much, Nancy. That's a great question. And I think there's another question. Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name's Madeline, and I'm just calling to say, Barry, I adore you, and I was so pleased that I could tune in, and all of you actors are incredible. I've seen some of you, and in fact, Joshua, you did a show at ZoomX one time, so I saw you right in our tiny little space. You just brought the whole story to life, and Barry, I'm so impressed. So thank you for inviting me. It really, it was a wonderful thing to bring into my day today. Beautiful unfolding of a story. So thank you. I don't even have a question except for just like, how can I help in any way with like, whatever you need, if you want to do screenings later, or, if you're setting up a GoFundMe. I don't have a lot of money, but I will certainly contribute. So, super nice to see.
Just so you guys know, Madeline's my boss. So, but we also
in quotes, guys, in quotes.
I thought it was a stranger, and I was like, wow, look at that.
No, but We are actually going to use the Zoom space to the community center. I've been talking to Brian, but like the community center where that happens. Hopefully, we're going to shoot that at
Amazing.
the Zoom space in
Amazing.
November at the main space.
Awesome.
So that's going to be the community center.
Yeah, that's so great. And I don't know how Andrea, I heard you talking a little bit about the union, and I don't know enough about that to really be at all helpful. But if anybody here has any ideas about how Barry can get support for this and get really good actors, like all you guys are incredible.
Yeah, that is a way. And you just go to the SAG-AFTRA website production center, and they have videos to tell you about the contracts and how easy they are to use. And also you can get in touch with me. Lisa has my contact information. I also
one of the
wear
reasons
the hat of New England local president of SAG-AFTRA. So
you go, girl. One of the reasons I asked that is that this really popped off the screen, both because the story was really good and engaging and had the twists and turns and intrigue, but also because the acting was so good. And I have another friend who's a young filmmaker, and her very first film, she had almost no budget. So all of the actors were just friends of hers, and none of them were professional actors. And while the script was good, it was very clear that it was a beginning kind of effort. And so it didn't quite do justice to her script and her vision. And yet she still got it into lots of different kinds of festivals and things like that. So, but the acting really popped. So thank you all.
Yeah. Well, some of like I said, the micro budget agreement doesn't have any money attached to it. So, I mean, if you want to pay your actors, you can, but that's and it was developed like around COVID, because sometimes actors want to make their own films with their own friends and have no money to pay anybody, and so we can do that kind of thing. You can have your friends and you can have your neighbors in it, but you can get professional actors, and a lot of us, because we just want to work, so a lot of actors will do the micro budget agreement, because if it's a good role, maybe get something for your reel.
That's great. Thank you all. I'll go back on mute.
Yeah, sure. Anyone else? Any questions or from cast or audience? No? Okay. Well, thank you all. Thank you. I thank the actors. I thank the writer, Barry. It was fantastic. Oh, we have somebody, Brian Burke. Let's see. Lisa, do you take people off? Oh, good. Lisa takes them off mute, because I don't know how to do it.
Hey, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, Brian. Thank you.
This was great to see, Barry. Thanks for inviting me. My question was, you mentioned like the feature length. Is there an add on to the ending in the feature length, or is it end at the same spot?
There's a different ending than the short. And maybe I can say what that ending is. But my thinking for this is that I was creating, with the short version, I wanted to include all the meat and bones that would be in the future, to for someone to be interested enough to see the future. And Brian, is the question that you're asking, what is the ending? What's the difference in ending between the short and the longer version of it?
Yeah, I guess I'm not asking you to give away. You want people to see the full thing, so not necessarily to give it away, but I was just curious I was interested once you said there was a longer version. So mostly,
Brian, in the feature version, I do even more singing. So, as that was probably the weakest part of the performance today, was Barry was like, well, can you just kind of sing? And I'm like, oh, I don't think the audience wants to hear that. So in the feature length, I get a whole musical number. So
that's beautiful.
Nice. Well, thank you, Jacob, for saving me for not giving away the ending of that. I think that's how it works. So, but I'm so excited. But Brian, maybe we can talk more offline about what that looks like.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. It was great.
Nancy, that's another question.
Well, it's less of a question than just saying how much I appreciate the how you share the complexity of the immigrant experience, someone who's, having to think about all those elements of their family, like what it would be to be back in their country and the challenges of being in the United States. So I really appreciate how you did that. And I'm definitely curious about what happened with his family, and I'm assuming like maybe that's addressed in the longer film as well. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a serious thing, and I appreciate you bringing in all of that complexity.
Thank you so much, Nancy.
Betrayals and stress all around your main character.
So I have a question, actually. Barry, in the fall, in November, are you planning to go in production for the feature, or are you planning to go more of like a short film route first?
For what we just read today, I think like with what I've seen today and like the feedback, I'm gonna lock the script in the next coming weeks, just make like few changes. So then in November, shooting like the short version, like pretty much everything that we just read.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of questions too, like, production wise, like, who is your DP? What do they shoot on? So yeah, I mean, that's where to contact you. I think your emails and some of the emails that we've been sharing. So
yes. Yeah. I was actually, one of the things I was gonna do is like send like one email thanking you guys, but also like my email is there, and I'd be really super happy to continue this conversation offline with like all the actors that are involved, and see how we can like further collaborate come November, and also continue to like build on this and continue the conversations.
Yeah. And tomorrow at the library, they're having a pitch session, and I believe a director's luncheon, things like that. So that might be able to meet some people there that at the library.
Which library is that? Like,
it's the Shaw Library in Nubian Square. Okay. It used to be the Dudley Library, but things keep changing their names. And if you look on the website, it'll tell you exactly where it is. The ROXFILM Festival website.
Yeah.
It'll tell you exactly where it is.
I'm gonna drop my email again in the chat, but I'm super happy to continue chatting Joshua and anyone that wants to reach out.
And he has your email from the emails that I've sent to everyone.
Yes.
Not that everyone saved everything that I sent, but if they did. Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up. This was fantastic, and thank you, everyone. Woohoo!
Thank you, everyone. That was beautiful.
Yes. And we'll see everybody back tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Monday. It'll be Before I Go by William Roebuck and story by Anthony J. Davis. And that one is sort of a family rom-com drama, a wedding that's going to be happening. It's all male, though. I don't mean... father, son, that kind of male. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Barry. Merci beaucoup.
Please.
Thank you.